Hello hobbyers! Welcome to Hobbyist Maximus, and today I'm going to go over a few scale model kits that I am planning on building in the upcoming year. So, without further ado, we will start with the F15 Strike Eagle. Revell kit, 1/48 scale. Should provide a nice build, and if I do it right, hopefully it builds better than the F14 Revell kit I built last, which was a 95 kit, I believe. 1995, and this is a 2011, so hopefully it should be far better quality. And well, we'll see how this one goes when I get to it. Now, these are in no specific order. I have no idea what order I will build stuff in. So this is a smaller scale, the 1/72 scale, the Bell AB212. I believe it comes probably with a military variant, because this looks like a civilian rescue. Germany, apparently. Makes sense since Revell is a German model company. And well, that should be interesting. I'm probably going to paint this one in the civilian orange, and we're going to go with that variant because why not? It might be interesting, and the orange will be bright and lots of high contrast and should make for an interesting build. I am hoping that the skill level on this is a level 4, whereas the larger F15 was a level 2. I'm hoping that with that increase in skill level, there's going to be more detail either in the assembly of smaller parts and or detail molded into the kit, such as, from what I'm looking at it right now, I'm seeing, windshield wipers that are a bit different color. So maybe there's some good sharp molding so that I can paint that without having it look like just slop. Because if they're not molded crisp, there's going to be nothing I can do with it. I mean, I might be able to try to take a scriber, or I might be able to try to take some putty. All of those things are beyond my current skill level, because I'm hoping you guys over the year will see my kits improve in quality. Next we have Gundam. I have a few Gundam kits. These kits do not require glue. Technically, they don't even really require paint because they are molded in such a way that gives them proper color separation, and the way the kits are designed and molded, and just the engineering that goes into these kits is really remarkable. They're all snap fit, they move, they're posable, they're amazing model kits basically. But there's little things you can do to them. Many people paint them to get a better color variation in the paint jobs rather than it just being white plastic. They'll use subtle tones of paints to get more depth in the kits. Now, this is going to be I may try to do some weathering, painting, color modulation. I might try to make this a pinnacle of my Gundam building experience, to give it a weathered, beaten, used look for a giant fighting robot, or mobile suit as they are, because Not all mobile suits are Gundams, if you ever see the series. So don't be confused by it's a Gundam or it's a mobile suit. Not necessarily the same thing, but Gundams are mobile suits, but not all mobile suits are Gundams. It's complicated. You have to watch the series, or series, because there are many of them out there. So, there's that one. That's going to be the first one that I'm going to experiment with. Next, we have the RX-75 gun tank. Now, my main point for having this one is I want to try a painting technique on the gun barrels, the main gun barrels, which is painting it in such a way using clear red, clear blue, clear yellow to get a kind of a heat stain effect. Like if you see something that has a lot of heat going through it, like an exhaust, you might see it where it can have different colors depending on the color of the heat. I have to do some more research on that and figure it out. But it's not going to be blue and red. It's going to be something totally different. I might do a camouflage scheme on it. I might do it like an urban camouflage maybe. That could be interesting. But we'll see when we get to that one. Next, we have the Iron-Blooded Orphans. So we've gone from one end to the other. So basically the RX-78 was the original first mobile suit or first Gundam according to the series. This is one of the later mobile suits from the latest series called Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now they're all the same scale, which is a 1/144 scale. And HG. HG is called high grade. That is one of the levels that Bandai gives their kits. So, this one may end up being done as is, but I will do some very basic. So I'm going to use the stickers and everything that's probably in here, but no painting. But I will do minor things like panel lining, matte top coat to make it where it doesn't look like a toyish piece of plastic, but it kind of looks like a real thing with moderate detail. But we'll address that more when I'm actually sitting down to build it, which we'll address that when we get there. Finally, in the Gundam range, we have this guy, the Gundam Epyon. Now, this is an HG kit, but it is a 1/100 scale. So this guy is going to be a little bigger when he's completed. And he's a 1995 kit. He is apparently a sought-after kit from the research that my mother had done when she was looking to get me this, or get me a kit for Christmas, and it turned out to be this one. It's got the gimmick of transforming. So, see, he can transform, but apparently that's a cheesy transformation because basically his legs are flipped over his head and his whip saber becomes a tail. So I'm not worried about that because I like giant fighting robots. I don't need gimmicks with transformations or anything like that. So we will, not sure how we're going to do this one either. This one might be later since he's bigger. We might do a different kind of paint job, similar colors, but maybe I will do more experimenting with layering of the paints with the airbrush to get a blend or a natural looking kind of shading technique going on in there. Not real good at the airbrush yet. I haven't done any blending. I've only done kind of just straight color shots. I've experimented a little bit with pre-shading, but I think the F15 is going to get quite a bit of pre-shading on it. Okay, and that is it for the plastic model kits that I have. You guys can watch me build some models and other things, because I don't just only do scale model kits. I also do some other stuff as well. Well, that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you soon.